affected. We're seeing the Kindred start on the red buff and actually go red to blue, I imagine, into bot lane as Mada's walking up.
Yeah, you talk about forward percentage in the lane, and he's gonna get it up to Ever first blood before 2 minutes. Like, no guys, 0 damage. Oh, in the bottom lane, Deft, no, he dodges it by just a millimeter. Not nearly gonna go down here. Now Effort is gonna get low, and he will go down after the stopwatch. TP comes in now from Smeb. Is not able to knock up Blank because he did have the black shield. Take a look at how this all started.
Remember also that whenever these trades happen, with the all-in from SKT is happening against a team with Devour and a much better teleport. They have an Orin teleporting in versus an Aatrox. First TP is from SKT. The first reaction is from SKT. Kindred shows up, so does the rest of KT.
Trying to start that trade. Thal is up a level, but gonna miss the charge here.
Horn not quite available. Score.
I think they see Score coming in from the side. They're gonna try to turn onto the Kindred. Try to make her burst her ult down, and there it is. After the flash, trying to do some damage to Thal, but he is gonna be knocked up after. Kindred not gonna be able to do much, but Thal is gonna have his passive blown. Here's the top Kent from the bottom side, but Ucal, the nice Devour there from Mada to save his life for now. And he's gonna stopwatch even. How long can this guy survive? He ults and gets away after killing Effort. Unbelievable. And now Bang caught in a bad position. He's gonna go down too.
KT Rolster, another advantage. It all starts. If this starts with an Orin Horn, it goes one way, but instead, Orin's ultimate's still on cooldown for a short amount of time. The Score is completely exposed in the bottom side. He dies first, but another great Searing Charge, and that's an ability that actually separates Orin players, because the ultimate is pretty straightforward. He only gets the first side because he's stunned up, but crucially, Ucal still has enough of his ult running to get another heal. He flashes out and accidentally kills Morgana.
Effort was going in for one last binding, but he didn't realize he had the Ignite ticking on him and that he was just barely in range. See where they do want to use that Rift Herald. The obvious choice would be the mid lane turret, but they're trying to engage up here onto Ucal. It looks like it's going to pop his ultimate, but I'm not sure there's enough damage to take him out. He's trying to go on a Faker, but he just barely does go down. Faker lives. Should be going down. They're trying to go for an engage here onto the Tom Kench. He's going to be locked down for so long, and it looks like they do have enough damage to take him out. Did have the grounded effect from the Miasma too. Nice Horn is gonna knock up 3 in the back line. Blank gonna get super low. Score somehow is gonna go down to the bottom side, and the fight between the mid laners on the left is gonna go the way of Ucal as Faker flashes away. The passive here is gonna be procced by Thal, and he absolutely cannot get out of that fight.
The opening of this fight probably goes the best possible for SKT, but because Faker's late, it's after the turret already go down, they get a secondary charge. Notice the Lamb's Respite AoE, literally a third of a Teemo out of there. Tom Kench for once will feel hard done by from going down, but the Searing Charge again. Smeb is playing Searing Charge as if he's got Malphite ultimate with his reliability on that play. Thal can do a lot of damage if he got no mobility, but plenty of mobility on the Ezreal. Nice cleanup by KT at the end.
Against KT's composition, unless they mess up again. They're going for the Swain this time, but again, there's no follow-up because nobody can get in there, but Faker's going 1v3. Not sure about this one. He really wants the kill, but it's not going to be enough. He does stay alive, though. Score is going to get low. Everybody in the Lamb's Respite now trying to get in, but Ucal is going to be able to survive.
They need to make a clean one right now.
Well, Blank basically has no health. The Orin Horn is going to come in, but that Swain W is going to slow him down enough for Mada to pick up the easy kill.
We're going to watch the replay, and again, I think we need to incorporate how powerful Faker is, free farmed with 2 defensive items and heal. He knows he's super tanky. He has basically, what, 2,800 effective health pushing through here through all the shields. So it's actually pretty damn well played by SKT if they're going to actually have items and get damage out of Bang.
Because Faker is caught up to the Swain that has the kills. Oh, hold that thought. They're going for the Tom Kent once again. Here's the Orin Horn onto Blank, but he's going to be stunned down. Now, actually, Smeb in a bit of a rough spot. He's going to be forced to get the Devour, but he gets the Tom Kent. Lamb's Respite, though, perfect timing, is going to save Mada's life. Can he actually get him down? Finally, Effort will do the job, but look at Ucal on the left side trying to take out Faker. Score is able to get the kill there onto the last guy, and now Bang and Blank and Faker are all so low. They're still trying to go onto Smeb, though. That last Searing Charge actually is going to keep him alive, and here's Score is going to take out Faker on the backside. think they're just going to have to give it away. Ezreal ult hits 4, no TP in here from Thal. That's going to just give it away here. Now they're trying to turn out to Blank, who just throws it wide. The TP coming in now from Aatrox. They want to have a fight here.
Rather than pushing damage onto the back line. JT relieving pressure. Baron less than half.
Trying to help out Blank here, but he's trying to jump over the wall. Shield comes in from the Morgana. That's like he is going to go down, though, in the end to the Ignite. Really important.
If they could convert, they got the first Baron, they got a lead. Blank goes down here. As I mentioned, Cassiopeia ultimate to stop the Orin ultimate was pretty clutch by Faker, but the Ignite still burns down Blank.
Can't be chunked down here. The adaptive health is working out so much. The 4-man Ornhorn. Faker trying to go forward here, but he's going to be pulled in and disappears on the back line. Now Thal in a desperation move, trying to take out Score, but it doesn't look like it'll happen here. Vada able to eat up Deft here, or rather Ucal, and that is going to be the end of that team fight. 2 members go down. They are pushing in the mid lane. Ucal with his TP will be looking to come back in here. But still 3 members of SKT trying to make this desperation hold.
It's going to have to be a hold because KT's looking for the win.
Yeah, here's Ucal coming on in. Trying to do that damage. Nice E on 2 members. The Black Shield not enough to keep Bang alive in the front line. And he is going to go down, as will Blank in the back. Oh, it's so close, but he does stay alive. Morgana will go down as well, and that should be the last Nexus turret going down here. KT, a commanding win here in game number 1. 33 minutes is all it takes to take out the Nexus.
KT rolls to close the game when they needed to. They play the early game cleanly as well. To boot, as effort's not spotted.
Trying to get that stun on the Score, who wasn't looking, and there's the ultimate coming in from Sejuani, flipped over the back, and first blood is alley-ooped to Faker in the mid lane.
Pyke is smart. Notice he stays on top of the model, so instant stun onto effort rather than the ability to hook shot over the wall.
Seen that happen a bunch.
All right, Thal has a good laning matchup here, remember, so running at Smeb can't go badly.
He's going. Okay, the flash ult into a flash response from Smeb. Let's see if Thal gets over-aggressive here. We got Score hanging around.
Smeb didn't use his passive in that play either. Here we go.
Do have the ultimate here. X-Tech ultimatum and no ultimate onto Thal. The knockup comes in, and he has gone too far down the lane. Trying to go in there. This blows ult, but oh, they're trying to go onto Thal here with the Abyssal Voyage. Nice knockup there, but it's not enough Thal. See how this says come down. Blanket's hanging around, but they don't see the top Kents from the mid lane with the help of Zoe, even. Funny interaction with the Apprehend, but 4-on-1, you're not going to win without your flash. Smite comes in, Score is able to get it, but he's pulled in and knocked up, and down he does go. Nice extra damage coming in there from Faker, and now they want to engage. Faker with that Black Shield is going to get a second double knockup, but where's the follow-up? Effort doesn't have enough damage. Now Yasuo's going to go down. The stopwatch to block the Pyke ult. I don't even think Bang was able to get there in time. It was just coming up. They do get the kill.
On the X as well, so it's actually kill goal to Faker and Sejuani. Ideal for SKT. But then Smeb walks up, doesn't have to use anything, and thank you very much. 3-man
What is
knockback.
that? Stopwatch from Bang. You talked about no damage. He didn't have his ultimate available, so he wasn't able to use that, but he was out of the fight entirely. Ucal saying, hey, these guys might be starting it. Trying to engage, though, onto the Aatrox on the top side. Will just Dark Flight over the wall. That is going to push him out of the fight. And it is 4-on-3. The TP, though, coming on in. It's not going to be stolen. Blank should be able to get this one and get out, but not able to get out in time. Actually bringing the Camille over the wall. Can he survive? No, he cannot. In the end, now they're trying to get out the score here, but a fantastic devour there. Faker is going to live. The passive is procced here onto the Aatrox.
Get the Rift Tower. We're going to watch the replay. The combo is used instantly, and Smeb can awkwardly just go over. So you wonder perhaps whether that wasn't the time to use the last breath. It's not there for a team fight. I think the actual contestants are surprised to SKT. They thought they were getting a free objective. Blank whiffs on the ultimate, get the single kill, and no further ones come out as Mata flashes in just to get close enough to give Score a way out.
I think Blink, maybe you want to go for the flash first. Again, Rift Herald for the 1 kill. Let's see if they can pick up another one. Gonna miss the pike stun, but it might not matter here as Mata has 4 members of SKT on top of him. Gonna be
able to clean it up. Okay.
Oh, trying to dodge on a Thal, and there's just nowhere for him to go. Nope. Way too much damage, 2-on-1.
We're gonna watch the replay. This is definitely one you could have inferred because they run at Thal, and assuming that Aatrox pulls turret aggro, it's always gonna be a kill.
Movement pings into the mid lane.
They have
no idea. This is going to be snuck away here. Finally, the first assistance ping in the river.
Oh!
No, that was really close. Ezreal trying to check it.
Bigger confidence with a poor sieging team to actually make things happen as Faker's got some items, and here comes the TP.
They're trying to trap him.
Who's
Look at this.
Who?
It's 5 members of SKT up in the top side trying to get onto Mata. Is going to miss the Sejuani ultimate, and Deft and Score are on the run.
If it can still set up the last breath.
Oh, it's not going to land it here. He's going to get the stun onto Deft, but he does have the QSS. Still on the chase here with the Ignite. Once that knockup is going to flash it this time.
Aatrox will outscale naturally and has a huge item lead. Gonna watch the replay. Deft makes the great escape. The sidestep on the Bone Skewer, the big reason that he was to live. We saw this on the kill field. You know exactly what happened. Yamada just straight up died. But the side lanes are where KT will find benefit.
Information we have on the bottom side. Trying to engage here on a Faker, though. He is going to try to go in and kill Score. Can he do it? That's the question. No, the stopwatch keeps him alive. The GA is going to be popped, and here comes Effort. Can he help him out? Faker trying to pull off.
KT have to be so careful. Even walking up like this is so risky.
Oh boy, Smeb going forward. The binding is going to miss. And he does Dark Flight to safety in the end, but can it happen again? They get the knockup onto him. The stopwatch is going to save him right before he does go down, but they get the effective. Before the fight even happens.
That's 15 seconds.
Okay, they're going to get the stun here on Amada, but he does have the QSS. Blank getting low. The trouble bubble is going to land, and he's getting so low. Oh, Blank is going to survive in the end, but it's way too close for comfort. And that does mean that SKT will actually back off of the Baron.
Aatrox spawns now and can TP over.
Oh boy, this is really unfortunate now for SKT. Blank has to recall and go back into the base, but he's not going to actually. He's going to stick around. The TP's coming in, double TP. In fact, and Blank is so low, can he get the steal? Effort looking for the engage. Who's going to get it? The smite not coming in. They get the kill onto Zoe, and no smite is going to go down, but it's 3 kills over to the side of SKT. Baron does go over to the Aatrox, but he will go down in the end, and SKT win the big team fight, will kill Smeb, and that is a 4-for-1 in favor of SKT.
There was so much creeping doubt when KT started the Baron because they weren't that healthy. We're going to watch the replay. You see why Mata used the flash the first time. He knew he needed the QSS to tank something in a team fight. They're able to force SKT to go back. The teleports are up. The Baron's speed is not massive. And watch the apprehend into the last breath. They have multiple ways to set up the last breath, and that's where for KT fans, they know they made a mistake. Huge last breath. The Darius and Faker on the Yasuo had to be respected. Still, let's watch the last auto here. Blank, as he died, smited because he knew he wouldn't live long enough. So of all people, went to Aatrox, and only thing SKT really gets is the gold and also the drink. SKT looking for a chase. Score just shadowing Faker. They know it's 2v2 at the moment, but it's much more than that.
Oh boy, the big knock up here, trying to dodge it there, and Pike is able to come on in. 2 kills over to Faker, make that 3! Actually, as Bang is able to pick up that 3rd one. Now here comes Effort, finally gets the nice engage, and a triple kill to Faker. That will be 4-0 to the side of SKT, and maybe now they can try to push.
They're definitely going to try and push and maybe even end the game, but it's a big mistake from the side of KT. Why they're walking into melee range of a free farm Yasuo. Really bad decision, and now Deft, eventually you'd have to think will go down.
He's trying to kite 3 members. He almost takes down Blank, but the stun comes down, and Deft will go down. Make that a 4th kill for the Yasuo in the mid lane, and finally Faker able to carry his team, and it looks like SKT may have done it.
Full zoom onto Faker. He was the man that SKT set up around. This telecom war is going 3 games.
Looks like it, Papa. 1 second, 2 seconds here left on the Camille, but with 4 or 5 members in the mid side, they get the knockup on Amada. They're trying to take him down too. He will. And the last of the turrets will as well. Just desperation at this point. As Legendary goes Faker, and down will go the Nexus. We're going to game number 3. harder to get into the double tier mode. And now Faker has found score. He's going to at least try to force this ultimate to come out. There it is, the Lamb's Respite. Only going to last 4 seconds here. Can they get the follow-up kill? Faker thinking about it. Nicely done there by Blank. Is going to hit it onto Ucal, and that's the knockout first blood. He's struggling in that department. Let's take a look at how this happened again.
I really like this play from SKT. We don't often see Blank on the invade, but probably called by Faker. He says, I know which side of the map he's on, let's invade. You think, where's the ultimate? But because the Lamb's Respite is used early from score, they hold on to the Sejuani ultimate, drain it onto Ucal, multiple interrupts to ensure that he won't escape.
Does feel like SKT won this round, but uh-oh, there's going to be a huge gank brush here. They're going to lock down actually
Big
2 members in the
ultimate.
front, and they should be able to get Ucal here. That Pike ultimate won't get it, but he does go down in the end and score with no help. They're trying to just kill him eventually. Waiting on that one, wanted to hand it over to Thal. That will be a 2 for 0. Here comes Zephyr with another great engage. They are going to get on top of Mata, who has nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and that will go over to Effort on the Pike. Deal with that in the front. Let's see how this went down again.
Get the siding onto Pikes. They know what to expect, but then they clump first CC into a 4-man Morgana ultimate. Controls space in a fantastic way. Score not going to control any space this far behind on the Lamb's Respite. They were looking for the extra kills. That's why they didn't kill him instantly. Flash into the Bone Skewer by Effort. Very nicely done. And 3 kills in a Drake to SKT. Or ignites, doesn't have that little extra oomph as bot lane.
No binding here, and the exhaust on a Bang means a free kill. They didn't know that score was coming in. So far, Ucal on the rise, just only meeting trouble, and it looks like more is coming his way. The 2-man kill. Help him poke forward, and uh-oh, it looks like KT is in a lot of trouble. Nada gonna go down here as there's just no support. Even a TP coming in from SKT just in case.
Very 2017 spring KT versus SKT series, where SKT just managed to come from behind and take it down. Watching the replay of Mata being caught nowhere, so it just goes down easily.
That means maybe some kills here first. Looking for the pick. Here it comes onto Smeb. The Devourer comes in and a double! Stun is going to come in, actually, from the Pike, and that means that everybody from KT is on the run. Mata might go down here. He does not have any way to get out after flashing earlier on, and they finally find him, and they get the binding too! That's a score in the back line. That's going to be 2 kills. Here up against KT.
KT think they can try to intimidate with that Rise ultimate. They can't.
No, they really can't. Trying to have a 1v2 is Thal. Bang comes over to try to help him. Thal may go down in the trade.
Aaron's at about 2,000.
Bang getting low now. It looks like finally the Pike comes over. Smeb trying to go 1v1. He is going to go down. No steal is going to go over as Bang, or rather Blank, is on top of the smite. And now the rest of SKT just on the run. Nice slow there by Faker and binding.
Watch the replay here. SKT have a team that has strong initiation. Bang can just Rambo into the backline, press ultimate, and it's just squishies on the side of KT. And the moment that Faker dives in, we have 2 super plays. The first one from Effort, setting up Faker to get into the team fight. May not got knocked with the knockups, but we're able to get the kills. Someone has to die because there's no other frontliners for KT to help Mata out. But the binding on to score through the death.
Oh boy.
As speaking of bindings.
Mata gonna die again. You guys can see the stacking onto Baron, that damage from the Sejuani, but there's the hook onto the Kindred, gets the Lamb's Respite off just in time. The GP ultimate does come down, and now Faker is trying to do that damage in the front line. Smeb's going to be flashed after. Actually, the TP from behind, the Faker in the back line is going to get a triple kill out of nowhere. And that Aatrox now is popping off, and here comes Thal. Didn't have his TP, but finally makes it in.
Funnel in, different type of funnel. Morgana, the bindings here into the Bone Skewer is beautifully done. On to score, who's basically out of the fight instantly. Some Zonias happen, but let's train our eyes on the top side of this fight. I was focused bot side as Faker says, I'm gonna kill everyone.
Trying to get that binding on Deft. He is going to dodge it this time around. Trying to go here onto Ucal. He is able to get away. In the end, the Sejuani ultimate comes onto Deft here. Here's Thal in the bottom side, trying to do that first damage to score and Smeb, but nobody's going down here. Can they turn it around? Faker is going to be able to do enough damage, and they get the Pike ultimate to get the 2 kills. And now that will be the 2 that may end this game as SKT is pushing in.
See the Faker's chasing score, stopping him from stopping the minion wave, cutting the minion wave. One of the few ways to stop this game ending, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Smeb does a bit of wave clear, but even though that team fight wasn't ideal, Thal was kited for the majority of it. SKT looking for the close.
They have the super minion up on the top side, and this looks like the foregone conclusion. The TP comes in from Faker. They're just going to be looking to push everybody aside. Smeb being ignited. They want some extra kills, and SKT, effort gets low here, and Score is going to be able to get the kill, but everybody else is so low in the back line. A huge cheer from the crowd, and SKT has done it 2-1 in the telecom war over KT Roster.
This is the one that will allow the SKT fans to believe. They've done it. They've beaten KT Roster for the first time in the 2018 season. They've looked good doing it as well. They fell low in the first game that was decided so early from the laning misfires from Effort and Bang, but Bang on the Morgana. First, just put down the shields on a Yasuo hard carry, and then being a game winner, a match winner, getting that binding onto Score, getting rid of the smite that allowed the first Baron to come down. Really big for the side of SKT. SKT first with the Zyrakan mid lane, and then today with the Aatrox mid, with the new stuff at the Morgana bot lane. They're the ones at the forefront of the meta rather than being behind the meta.
Yeah.
The old adage of SKT needing a bit of extra time to work out a meta. May that be true? Do you dare to believe as an SKT fan? Because now you're back-to-back winners, and the second one, you beat a real team in the KT role, so that might actually be up the top. You beat a real